Hey YouTube, just a quick intro to the video. I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Chang. I have been following his videos on Don't Ban My One Wheel. I had a similar situation last week while on vacation in Destin, Florida. I was in Destin Commons and I was approached by a security guard and informed that skateboards weren't allowed and that I had to leave the property. He was very polite, so I finished my coffee and left the property. Later that day, I emailed the property management and explained the situation. I'm happy to say I received a reply back that they would allow one wheels and electric vehicles in the commons as long as they're operated safely and on the roads. I also received a follow-up email from the head of security also confirming that one wheels were allowed and that he would be informing his staff. I consider this a small victory for one-wheelers and encourage others who encounter this situation to first always be polite, but don't assume the person you're talking to knows all the rules and regulations. Reach out to authorities or local management and question the ruling. But above all, be polite and make sure the one-wheelers always have a good reputation.
What up, One Wheel brothers and sisters? It's Hal coming to you from beautiful Destin, Florida. Kicking off the last day of our vacation, what's been, I guess, 9 days here in the panhandle of Florida, both Fort Walton and Destin Beach. Had a bunch of good rides. Hopefully you have checked out some of the other videos I've posted. My first ever beach ride and cruising around Destin. Cruising around Fort Walton, but today I am going to head down to Starbucks. I've done this most every morning. Captured a couple of them on video that I'll probably cut in or post in. But today, mainly I wanted to talk about the area and why we like coming down here so much. And that starts with where we've stayed here in the heart of Destin for, I guess, probably the last 8 years or so. We stay at a property called Castaway Cottage. Beautiful property. A couple of blocks off of the beach, so great location to the shops. I'll talk about Destin Commons here in a little bit, but you can see a beautiful pool area. So when you get tired of the beach, you can come back to the pool and cool off, get out of the salt water. I'll put a link to the property below so you can see the inside. Right now it's filled with all of our stuff after a week's worth of stay, so it definitely doesn't do the images justice. But the property's awesome. It's just like being at home, completely furnished, and everything that you need to enjoy Destin, cook at home or go out. Another really cool feature is they have a golf cart that you can take down to the beach. Makes carrying all your beach stuff easy. It's in there. Again, highly recommend the property. You should check out the website, but do not take the week that I come down here. So I'm gonna throw on my noggin protection here and cruise on down to Starbucks and get a cup. See ya. So hopefully the audio is going to come through on this. I've tried an external mic, or actually syncing audio from an external source, but the wind noise is just terrible. So hopefully this will be better. Again, one of the things we really like about this property in this area is the access that you have, not only to the beach, but just right across 98. You have the Destin Commons, plus a number of different places to shop, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So most of my videos have been just me and the boys riding the Onewheel, but I thought that I would maybe start adding a little commentary to the video, talk to you about why we enjoy riding the Onewheel, and you know what we're doing and where we're at, and you know, give you guys a little insight into you know why we put together the channel and what we do. Here on my right is the Destin Fire Department, and also the lifeguards. Those guys work their butts off to keep us safe here on the beach. The first, I guess, 3 days were extremely strong. It was a red flag, extremely strong waves, at least for us Gulf Coasters. You know, you East Coast guys and West Coast guys would not be impressed with the waves, but what made it an issue was the incredibly strong rip currents that they had. Really the strongest that I have felt down here, short of a double red. So those guys, you know, were working their butts off to let us get out into the water a bit, enjoy the water, but still stay safe. So props to those guys, because normally they're getting hate for not letting you get out and get in the water. So I'm gonna be crossing 98 here. Kind of a busy intersection, but plenty of crosswalks to get across, and we'll be heading over into Destin Commons and grabbing a Starbucks. So this is normally the point in my ride where I pull up my Starbucks app and complete my order here. So we will review our order and we will check out and place our order. Done. I'm just gonna roll up here on Starbucks and grab my cup. All right, just finishing up my coffee here. Great time at Starbucks. Beautiful morning, a little bit overcast, humidity's low, so very nice. Wanted to spend a few minutes talking about the Destin Commons area that I mentioned earlier. I'm floating through it now. I'll take you on a quick tour of it. I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, one of the things that I wanted to point out about the Destin Commons and what makes it such a great place is they are one-wheel friendly here. I had the opportunity to speak with the management company here. Very nice group of folks. Wanted to make sure what was allowed here, because quite a number of open air malls or malls just have a blanket no skateboarding policy, and as long as you operate safely and operate on the roads and obey the rules, you are allowed to operate here in the Commons area. And it is a great place to one-wheel around and do a little shopping, grab some food. So I want to show you one of the features here. Again, can't operate on the sidewalks, so leaving my board here, but I want to show you like this cool little area here, cool little water feature with a climbing area for kids to play in, little soft rubber area along with ice cream and snow cones and pretzels, but cool little area to come in and cool off if you're shopping. But again, I do want to point out they are one-wheel friendly, but you have to operate on the road, so no shredding on the sidewalks, curb drops, that kind of thing. Let's respect their decision, because even on the roads, this is a great place to come in and one-wheel. The speed limit is, let's see, 7 miles an hour. So from a standpoint of traffic endangerment or traffic safety for one-wheelers, it's not really an issue. I know a lot of times, at least me personally, I will skate on the sidewalks to stay out of traffic and then move over to the streets if pedestrian traffic becomes too heavy. But in this case, with 7 miles an hour as the speed limit through the center, and I think 10 miles an hour around the perimeter road, it's not really an issue, and you shouldn't have to worry about fighting with vehicles and worry about your safety in here. But again, beautiful open air mall with just a wide variety of shops and places to eat. Some real unique shops as well. A number of surf shops, surf clothing shops, as well as higher end shops as well. Number of sunglass shops, those kind of things. So here we're on the back side of the water feature, and a couple anchor stores like Belk is here, and some of the stores that you would expect. And then this is basically across the street from the shopping center that has Publix in it. You know, so you can cruise over that way. Again, a couple of restaurants over there. Especially on a morning like today, very, very pleasant cruising through here. They have music playing in the background. Maybe not necessarily the music that I would normally listen to, but you know, pretty cool nonetheless. So yeah, cruising here, coming up, you know, through the end here. Fishbowl. I've actually been in there a couple of times. We've got a bowling alley and game room and restaurant, so pretty cool. As we cruise out this way, cruise by World of Beer. This is actually one of my favorite places to come and hang out. Great selection of beer and food. So I'm gonna stop here and finish my coffee and dispose of it properly. And I thought I would take you guys back through my neighborhood where we stay and back out to the public beach access that we stay by, which again is the location is one of the reasons why we like this area so much. I Onewheel over here because, hey man, it's what we do. You know, I look at the Onewheel as a good environmentally friendly way to get around short distances. Even depending on what your definition of short is. Heck, you could float all over Destin on a single charge. So yeah, so I'm gonna cross 98 here again and then cruise down to the beach. Okay, back across 98, cruising back down the way that I came. I'm gonna run out the selfie stick, which is going to pretty much eliminate my ability to have any audio from me. So I'll just let you guys enjoy the ride down to the beach, and I will catch up with you when we get down there. Main sidewalk strip that runs down along the beach. As you can see from the other sidewalk, some of the sidewalks here have a lot to be desired. The one on the other side of the street here is very narrow, and you got a lot of the landscaping, the trees and the palm trees that stick out on onto the sidewalk, so it can obscure your vision and just make it dangerous for you know, yourself or other pedestrians that might be on the walkway. I like this side. It's nice and wide, and you know, even when it's congested, there's later on there'll be lots of bikes and stuff here, so you know, it's pretty easy to ride. So I'm gonna cruise down here to the water and give you guys a shot of the beach, and we can both see what it looks like today, if it's as flat as it was yesterday, which will be good stand-up paddleboarding. Looking pretty flat already. Paddleboarders out there, kayakers. Looking like it's going to be a nice day. Alright, YouTube, well, this is where I'm going to cut this video off today. You can see it is a beautiful view out here on Destin Beach. It's going to be a great day. And come down and enjoy several hours out here in the sun. Grab a chair and an umbrella, get a little paddle boarding in. So hopefully we'll have some video of that later on. So yeah, so if you have enjoyed the video, also check out my other videos, link below, and let me know what you think. If you like the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. I want to keep making these videos, keep showing you, all of you, how me and my boys enjoy the Onewheel, or enjoy just the outdoors here, and keep making the videos. All right, guys, out.